Sony is on quite the winning streak, but will it be Morbius that brings that streak to a crashing halt? Most likely. But then it'll start up again with Bullet Train right after that, and I think Bullet Train is going to be real good. We get that first trailer on Wednesday. Sony is all in on promoting its movies with the Batman. It's almost a shame that we have to even go through the motions with Morbius, but contracts were signed. It's a little like New Mutants. They gotta release it eventually. They've put it off for as long as they can. They made sure that it didn't hurt not only No Way Home, but Uncharted. And now we're gonna have to, let's just rip this movie off like a Band-Aid. And on that note, let's do the same with the trailer. Here we go.
Michael Morbius.
Discover who you're meant to be.
Michael Keaton, why are you in this movie? He's like, I don't know. I wasn't doing as well when I signed on for this. Looks like Morbius.
Michael, what have you done?
I was trying to help people.
Just don't see the point of a Morbius movie without Spider-Man.
The cure.
It's a curse.
Michael.
I have powers that can only be described as superhuman. But there's a cost. Now, I face a choice. To hunt. And consume blood. Or die.
Can't you just go to a blood bank? I saw you in one.
Us to control it.
What if I can't?
I bet you can.
Michael Morbius.
Because you're a hero now.
You've been given a gift. Not exactly.
Time to let go of what you used to be.
Discover who you're meant to be.
All our lives we've lived with death. Why shouldn't they know what it feels like for a change?
Yep, Matt Smith, finally.
Who you are.
The bad guy.
Morbius.
Holy water? Really?
Yeah. You ever see Lost Boys?
Story of my life.
A new Marvel Legend arrives exclusively in movie theaters April 1st.
That was like no shame. They're like, you like Marvel, right? Don't you like Marvel? This is Marvel. And you're like, no, I've so much Marvel, I'm stuffed. I can digest a little and wait for some better Marvel stuff to come along. I just don't see any reason. You can't keep making Venom. I mean, Venom inexplicably worked the first movie, but it wasn't sustainable. They couldn't do it for a second movie, but and also Jared Leto. He's just so unreliable in terms of whether or not he clicks. He's not Tom Hardy. So he can't sustain the movie. Also, he's made so much crap. Although, so is Tom Hardy, to be fair. It just seems like such a pointless exercise. And it makes me worried again for Craven. Because I like the casting on Craven. But again, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, it was fine one time not to have Spider-Man with Venom. But even now with Venom, people are like, so when's Spider-Man going to show up? And it makes, one of you made a very funny comment on a recent video I did where Sony was like, apparently like, just like, hypothetical. Sony's be like, so how many characters do we have the rights to? And it's like, you have 15,000 Marvel characters. And they're like, okay, so 15,000 movies? And you're like, no. I mean, I recently made a video about how they should build out the Spider Universe. It's pretty obvious. I'll put a link to it down below. And so when I see something like this, I'm like, it's just another step further away from what they should so obviously be doing. But, they did this before No Way Home, so we can excuse it. It unfortunately has to exist. But when they're still doing that with upcoming films like Craven, you're like, why are we still doing this? So let's see. So what did you think? I mean, are you going to even see Morbius? I mean, if you're a comic book, I guess we're not helping the situation, but if you're a comic book fan, you'll see it, I don't know. I feel like this is really like asking a lot though, this movie in particular. It's like, I think New Mutants is an excellent comparison, which ended up being like a pretty awful movie, even though with the exception of Anya Taylor-Joy, who did such a wonderful job as Magic. Although they had her say some really horrible things that were really, what were you thinking? But I don't even see something like that here. I don't see anything that's worth saving this movie for. All right, so thank you for watching with me. Share your thoughts down below. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.